Hey there, Cherie here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here to share with you a quick review of another woven top that I made actually in the fall of 2022. But again, I'm trying to get these rolled out now so that if you are looking for things that you might want to add to your fall 2023 sewing plans list, this might be helpful to you. So this is another woven top. I've mentioned this video in the previous reviews that I've been rolling out recently. I will link to that in the description box in case you want to go back and see like what I was planning, especially if you're new to the channel. Maybe this is your first video of mine that you're seeing and you'll be curious about what I'm referencing to. So I will link to that video in the description box. I will also link in the description box the video where I share my review of this particular top that I made 2 falls ago. So fall of 2021, I believe. But anyway, I will link to that. I made a lot of really fun and easy to wear fall and winter tops and shared them all in one video, one longer video. So you can have a peek at that. But anyway, today I'm here to share another woven top, and I'm just gonna let you guys know this was not a total fail, but it's failish. It's failish. And it will need some corrections on my part, which I think is going to be worth making the corrections. But anyway, let's get into the review and have a look at the pattern so you can see what the failish is. All right? Okay. So I have to say I was really excited about this pattern. I mean, you could see it was super easy. And when I first bought it, I thought it was something else. And then when I looked at the back of it and saw that this is actually, well, let me show you the pattern. So this is McCall's 7195. And when I grabbed the pattern, I thought it was just kind of like a sweatshirt t-shirt, you know, like an all stretch top, you know, using knit fabrics. And then when I got home and actually looked at it and saw that it's actually meant for woven fabrics, and you just use the knit ribbing, I was super excited about it because I have a lot of rayons and things like that. And I'm like, oh, it gives that kind of like dressy sweatshirt vibe. And like, I'm not a sweatshirt. I'm not like a sweat clothes person. This is a sweatshirt to me. So, you know, I'm a fabric girl. I like the feel and flow of woven fabrics a lot of the times. So anyway, I thought this would be so fun to make up, and it was. It's a quick and easy pattern. I was so excited about it that I went on and cut out 2 at the same time. And let me just tell you, this was definitely one of those patterns where I really needed to have measured all the pattern pieces before I cut them out, because my only issue with it is the sizing. So you'll see in the video, and I'll come back at the end and talk about it. You'll see what I mean when it comes to the fit. But before we get into those issues, what makes it failish, let's just have a look at the pattern pieces and what's involved in constructing this super cute top. Okay, so here's the pattern front, and you can see that it, you know, has some sleeve variations. I believe this one here is basically the same, but it's just adjusting using a sheer sleeve, which I think is really cute. And this looks like it's like a sequin. So you see what I mean about this being kind of like a dressy sweatshirt vibe. And then you have differences in the shirt tail, right? So you can do the ribbing at the hem, or, you know, sew it, which is what I did. I didn't do the ribbing. I just did the turn under hemming. Okay, so if we have a quick look at the back of the pattern, as I said, this is size for woven fabrics. So chalets, chamois, and then that contrast banding is your rib knit, you know, at the neckline, at the cuffs, and at the bottom hem, if you so choose. And the suggestion for view, what is that, D, is to, for the pieces, for the arm pieces, is to use a chiffon or a georgette to get that contrast. So very, very cute. If we have a quick look at the line drawings, you see you have the bust darts. And again, you see the variations in the hemline there. They all have the same neckband So yeah, all in all, very straightforward. So when I looked at the pattern, I expected this to be kind of straight and, you know, not so loose. And as you'll see when we get to the clips of me wearing it, it's much more loose than I thought it would be. But anyway, here are the two fabrics that I used. I absolutely love this fabric. I'm very happy about the fabrics that I chose to use for this. I had originally, in my original plans video, I had planned to use this particular fabric for something different. But then because of the print, so if you look here though with the print down the center, I didn't want to mess that up and cut into it. So I'm glad that I use this as well for this top because it doesn't interrupt the print. But it's super duper straightforward to sew, guys. So if we look at the pattern pieces really quickly. So you'll see here, you have the top front, and again, you have the bust dart on the side. You have the top back with the different variations for the hemline, and then you have the neckline cuff. Then you have the neckline rib piecing, and you have the wristband rib piecing, and then you have the sleeve and the waistband piecing if you so choose to do that variation. So not many pieces to sew together at all, and it's all very straightforward sewing. Again, with the cutting and the sewing, for me this was an under 2-hour project, and I do like the pattern. All right, so here I am, and I have to say, I feel like the fit around the hip area, that's fine. It's a sweatshirt, it fits fine. I could probably use a little bit more room in the hip area, but it's more the upper portion. Even there, I mean, honestly, it fits okay. My main issue is how long the sleeve is. Now, I'm not short. I'm almost 5'8". I'm not sure why the sleeves were cut so long. Maybe it's because, and I looked in her shoulder. I was like, maybe because I didn't take my shoulder up, but that's how it is on the pattern too. It's a slightly dropped shoulder. And so, but I think that's where I'm going to make my modification. I'm going to detach the sleeves, and I'm going to change that shoulder area, cut that in, and then that should pull the sleeve up some. And then if I need to, I'll cut off some of the extension of the sleeve at the end of the sleeve hem around the wrist to shorten that a bit more. And then I'm going to have to also tighten up the black ribbing that's at the sleeve cuff. And I'll tighten that up so it fits a bit more snug around my wrist area. But certainly, I mean, the sleeve is like 5 inches too long. So maybe 3, maybe I'm exaggerating, but I mean, it's just, I don't know why the sleeves are so long on this top. And it's interesting because on the model, when I look back at the pattern, they have the sleeve a bit slouched, kind of pushed up. So yeah. Anyway, aside from the sleeve, I like the top. I do think I might adjust the neckline a little bit too. I don't know. It just feels like it's a little thicker than what it looks like on the pattern. And it's laying fine. It's just, I think I want that a little bit of a thinner band around the neck also. That's what I'm feeling. So I hope you now understand why I said this was a fail-ish, because it definitely didn't turn out the way I wanted it to and expected it to. But part of it is me not, doing the checks that honestly I often do to make sure that things are going to fit well. But it just caught me off guard. But luckily they are easy fixes. And as I said, I will be fixing these. You will see me wearing them in upcoming videos as I continue to share videos throughout the fall. And we'll talk a little bit then maybe about the modifications I made, or if I decide to make it again, maybe what I'll do is record myself sewing it and prepping the pattern and making the changes in case any of you, want to make it and might run into some of the same issues, okay? All right, so is it an easy beginner-friendly pattern? From a sewing standpoint, yes. but definitely triple check your sizing so that your finished garment is actually wearable for you, okay? All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you back here on the channel again soon with another sewing review or tutorial, okay? Take good care.